Coming up on Vegas Nation Game Day, in Antonio Pierce's debut as head coach, the Raiders scored a season high of 30 points, and the defense nabbed 8 sacks in their convincing win over the New York Giants. But can they build off of that performance against the New York Jets? We'll discuss all that and more right now on Vegas Nation Game Day.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day, presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
How would you describe who Coach AP is?
He's definitely an alpha. He's definitely a leader of men. He's very energetic, very passionate and also very direct.
Keep it real, but he's exciting with it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna just tell you and bore you to death. Like, he's gonna make it fun. Players gonna enjoy it.
We can relate to him. You know what I'm saying? He comes with energy and he keeps it real. That's what you always look for in a coach.
He has so much respect for the game and love for the game that he just pours his passion and heart into us.
Always like making me want to turn it up another notch, even though my notch is always always at that level. He finds a way to get me to there because, and that's something I can respect. He wants me to, be great.
Good morning, football fans. I'm Heidi Fang filling in for Dre Fox, and this is Vegas Nation Game Day. You heard it from the players I spoke to in the locker room this week, and it was obvious on the field. The Raiders flaunted a new attitude and new energy in their 30-6 win over the New York Giants. But can they repeat it against the 4-4 New York Jets, who are coming off of a short week and a loss to the LA Chargers on Monday Night Football? Here's Vinny Bonsignore with the latest from Raiders headquarters. Vinny, the Raiders finally got the run game going. Will we see a repeat of that this week?
Well, it helps that the Jets aren't very good at stopping the run. It's one of the few things that they don't do well defensively. And I like what I heard from Josh Jacobs talking about how he was able to go to Bo Hardegree, the Raiders' new offensive coordinator, and make some suggestions in terms of that run game. And as he told us, I could kind of tell when plays are going to work or not going to work. And obviously that showed itself on the football field on Sunday. That's obviously a step in the right direction. It's also going to be predicated on whether or not Colton Miller plays. If he doesn't, which right now he's listed as doubtful, that's usually an ominous sign. The Raiders might have to rearrange their offensive line, potentially moving Jermaine Illuminor over to the left side, bringing Thayer Munford over to the right side. He's switched, substituted in and out with Jermaine Illuminor, so he's got a lot of experience playing on that right side. And then they've also brought in Brandon Parker on their practice squad. That could be somebody that they bring up to the regular roster. Justin Herron is the backup. He'll be the swing tackle most likely on Sunday, but no Colton Miller is a pretty big deal.
Coach Pierce said he wants the defense to step it up against the run. Right now, they're last in the NFL in rushing yards allowed. What do they do to improve, Vinny?
Well, it starts with tackling, number one, gap integrity, making sure that you're not leaving holes open just because you're not playing out your responsibility. The Raiders aren't statistically very good against the run game, but they're pretty darn good against the pass, and they're pretty darn good in the red zone, and they're pretty darn good in terms of the score and the points that they give up. So if you're going to make any sort of a trade-off, that's probably the trade-off you'd make. You'd rather be better against the pass. You'd rather get better, obviously, in terms of points given up. And if that means giving up a little bit more in the run game, so be it. But I do know that Antonio Pierce is trying to make that more of a priority. We'll see if that takes effect on Sunday against the Jets.
D&R House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler, the perfect bridge between internet pricing and a traditional brick-and-mortar jewelry store. We specialize in loose diamonds, natural and lab-grown, engagement rings, fashion jewelry, custom design, and jewelry repairs. We operate by appointment in our beautiful offices in the One Summerlin building, downtown Summerlin. Our great relationships with the world's largest diamond wholesalers and our low overhead saves you hundreds, if not thousands, on your purchase.
Sustaining the level of energy the Raiders had last week won't be easy to pull off down the stretch. Here's Sam Gordon to detail what they need to do to focus on the keys to the game.
Sam Gordon here checking in from the Intermountain Healthcare Performance Center with 3 keys for the Raiders against the New York Jets on Sunday night as they look to even their record at 5-5. Number 1, taking care of the football, keeping Aiden O'Connell clean. The Raiders did an excellent job protecting him, the rookie quarterback, on Sunday against the New York Giants. Can they do the same thing against a better Jets defense? And can Aiden O'Connell, just as he did on Sunday, take care of the football? If he can, the Raiders will go a long way. Number 2, conversely, because the Jets are one of the worst offensive teams in the NFL, can the Raiders duplicate their pressure up front and maybe force Zach Wilson into a turnover or two. We know he's prone. We also know the Raiders had 8 sacks against the Giants last Sunday. Can they do the same thing against the New York Jets? Number 3, field position, right? How about A.J. Cole, the all-pro punter, sets an NFL record for highest average in a single game per punt. In a game like this where the defenses are playing well, where the Raiders defenses play great, the Jets are one of the better defensive teams in the league, how might field position come into play? The Raiders have been excellent on special teams this year. Once again, can they maintain that on Sunday? Those are 3 keys for the game. Raiders, Jets, Sunday Night Football, Allegiant Stadium.
Now let's hear from Review Journal sports betting columnist Todd Dewey, who has the betting lines on Raiders versus Jets.
Jets open as 2.5-point favorites over the Raiders before Monday's 27-6 home loss to the Chargers. The line was readjusted to 1.5 and is down to pick 'em after sharp money showed on the Raiders +1. The total is at 36.5, and there are a lot of under trends in this one. The Jets have gone under in 3 straight. The Raiders have gone under in 6 of 7. And NFL primetime unders are 23-7 this season and on a 13-1 run. Breece Hall and Josh Jacobs are 4-1 co-favorites to score the game's first touchdown. Devontae Adams is 8-1 and Jacoby Myers is 10-1.
In the week leading up to the last 2 Raiders home games, the Silver and Black have invited 4 Wish kids and their families to the team's headquarters for tours of the facility. The tours include a customized locker, watching practice, meeting players, and even enjoying a meal with the team. The VIP experience continued on game day, with the kids getting to watch warm-ups and visits from President Sandra Douglas Morgan, players, and the Raiderettes. Since relocating to Las Vegas, the Raiders have been relentless in making their mark on Southern Nevada off the field. And granting the wishes of these children is another example of the organization's commitment to the community.
I went to social media to ask Raider Nation what they want to see out of the Silver and Black this week. Here are some of the top responses. Gorilla Rilla, Señor Raider, and the Violator out here at Raiders headquarters. What are you expecting here to see from the Raiders in the Jets game on Sunday Night Football?
Lots and lots of pain. Oh yeah, we're gonna tear them up good.
Looking for a win first and foremost. Second, consistency of defense, offense, special teams. You know, everyone from the punter to the kicker to the quarterback to offensive line, defensive end. Just, you know, coming together, gluing together like they have, and having fun out there. And I believe that it's going to happen, it will happen, and it's going to happen.
Let's dominate, not give them any yards. Let's go, dogs. Time to hunt. Get some!
That'll do it for this edition of Vegas Nation Game Day. Make sure you check out all of the fast takes and smart coverage at vegasnation.com. From all of us here at the Review Journal, we want to thank you for tuning in to Vegas Nation Game Day. I'm Heidi Fang, and I'll see you on Wednesday to recap all of the action on Vegas Nation Blitz.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review Journal, this is Vegas Nation Game Day. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.